Oh, I
think it's progress. I was thrilled to hear it.
But the new dean gave us so much new work.
How was
Good.
And new works for kids, so it's really exciting.
Making our work rush.
I'm so glad to see you taking it. Yay!
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the theater. This is a staged reading, and if you've not ever been to a staged reading before, it's sort of like a show, except that we'll be using scripts, and we're in costuming, but very light costuming. My particular character plays, I think I have 11 costume changes if I was actually going to do the show, and since I don't have a dresser backstage, I can't handle that by myself. So we're kind of trimming things down just a little bit for you tonight. I'd like to, ahead of time, thank Mr. Tom Andes for helping us out on the piano with this. If you know Tom, there is no better jazz pianist in town, and because the score is primarily jazz pieces, I couldn't even think of anybody else that I wanted to have do it besides Tom. So I'm really glad he's here tonight. And in a minute you'll meet Sarah Culp. Some of you may be familiar with her already for some of her stage work, some of her musical direction work. And I called her and kind of begged and got her to help me with this too. Up in the booth tonight we've got Natalia Zering, our tech director, who's helping us out with sound and light cues. And Tom and Dan are helping us videotape. The playwright, Cliff Mortz, big thanks to him for providing us with this wonderful vehicle. We were hoping he was going to be here, but he is also a working actor, and he ended up with a movie shoot in Toronto at the same time, and so he's not able to be here tonight. This piece is being written as a vehicle for Lainey Kazan. I don't know if you all are familiar with who she is, but you'll probably see why Cliff is writing this for Lainey. Belle Barth was kind of a loud, this is no offense to Lainey, and she's watching this video, a kind of a loud, brassy, in-your-face type of comedian from the middle part of the 1900s, and that was very unusual for women to be that way. And so her act was often considered to be shocking, and so I think that this play eventually will be a wonderful vehicle for Lainey, and Mr. Joel Zwick, who is a Tony Award-winning director, is already on board to eventually direct the play once everything is kind of worked out. So this is its first staged reading. Why on earth we're doing it here at Talking Horse, I really don't know. We're very excited to present it to you. So without any further ado, Val. It's going to be a specialty piece in the Miami paper. You know, a Sunday edition type thing. I think a lot of people would be interested in your life. It's been quite colorful from what I understand. So, how do you want to get started? I hear you were married 5 times. Is that true? Your given name was, let's see, Annabelle Salzman. Is that true? Well, when did you first become Belle Barth? Is that one of your husbands, his name? Okay, well, let's see. Well, you have to date sold over 3 million albums. I have one, by the way. My parents used to play it after us kids all went to bed. When I finally got older, I listened to it, and I wanted to see, you know, what the big deal was. You're a funny lady. You played New York, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Toronto, the Catskills, you know, that whole Borscht Belt thing. Is that how you pronounce that? Borscht Belt? You had your own club here in Miami for a long time, Bell's Pub. That closed and opened a few times. You did some time in jail for all the dirty words on stage. Oh, that's true, right? you knew a lot of mobsters and that sort, right? I read somewhere you were close friends with Louis Lepke, you know, Murder Incorporated. Yeah, Louis Lepke. So that part is true, huh? Mort Saul, Toady Fields, Shelley Berman, Jackie Mason, Phyllis Diller, even that new girl, Joan Rivers. They all say you were their influence. Says here you discovered Lenny Bruce. I read some stories that you were once called the female Lenny Bruce. How did you feel about that? And let's see. And at your height you played Carnegie Hall to a sold-out house. That true?
Carnegie Hall ain't important.
Oh, so you did play Carnegie Hall to a sold-out house.
You better goddamn believe I played Carnegie Hall to a sold-out house.
Well, then why isn't it important?
What are you doing here, kid? What do you want? Why the hell are you interested in an old broad like me?
Well, Mort Saul, Toady Fields, you know.
Those people were funny. They would have been just as funny without me. So why are you here?
Well, Phyllis Diller said...
Who gives a shit what she said, kid? Why are you here?
Well, because,
Why?
Because you're Belle Barth!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the midnight show at New York's legendary Carnegie Hall. Please welcome, in her Carnegie Hall debut, the one and only, the inimitable, the always outrageous stylings of the woman who has sold over 3 million comedy records, the lady who turned Miami Beach blue, the diva of the dirty joke, the daring and deliciously uncensored Belle Barth.
I must confess what you say is true. I had a rendezvous with somebody new. That's the only one I ever had. Baby, baby, don't you go away mad. Cheating shows and it never goes. You've got a reason to be mad, I suppose, but he only was a passing fad. Baby, baby, don't you go away mad. His kind's a dime a dozen. That's not the kind I want. Who'd ever dream your cousin would wander into that restaurant? I understand that you feel upset. What do you say that we forgive and forget? Come and kiss me just to show you're glad. Baby, baby, don't you go away mad. His kind's a dime a dozen. I should have passed him by. Who'd ever dream your cousin would come along and give us the eye? I understand that you feel upset. What do you say that we forgive and forget? Come and kiss me just to show you're glad. Baby, baby, don't you go away mad. Understand you're quite upset. What do you say that we forgive and forget? Come and kiss me just to show you're glad. Baby, 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 don't you go away mad. Don't you go away mad. Don't you go away mad neither. Well, here we are. Carnegie fucking Hall. Woo! That's right. I said it. Right out here in front of God and everybody. That's right. I just said fuck on stage at Carnegie Hall. Just to get it out of the way. I heard 2 ladies in line a few hours ago. Think she'll say fuck? I'm not only gonna say it, lady. I might sing it! It's gonna be one of those kind of nights. And let me tell you something. I saw Tuscanini here a few years ago, and I said to myself, this fucking guy ain't nearly as funny as me, and he didn't say fuck once. At least not in English. And I asked him, in fact, hey Tusk, I call him Tusk, how do you say fuck in Italian? And you know what he told me? Fuck. Music ain't the universal language, folks. Fucking is. And it's New York, baby, the big leagues. We ain't in Miami no more. You must take the A train to go to Sugar Hill way up in Harlem. If you miss the A train, you'll find you missed the quickest way to Harlem. Hurry, get on board, it's coming. Listen to those rails a humming. Aboard, get on the A train. Soon you will be on Sugar Hill in Harlem. You must take the A train to go to Sugar Hill way up in Harlem. And if you miss the A train, then you'll find you just missed the quickest way to Harlem. Hurry, get on board, it's coming. Listen to those rails a humming. Aboard, get on the A train. Soon you will be on Sugar Hill in Harlem. So, did I tell you about this? A couple I know just got married, and on the night of their honeymoon, right before making passionate love, the wife tells the husband, please, be gentle, I'm still a virgin. The husband was shocked. He says, how's that possible? You've been married 3 times before. The wife says, well, my first husband was a gynecologist, and all he wanted to do was look at it. My second husband was a psychiatrist, and all he wanted to do was talk about it. And my third husband was a stamp collector, and all he wanted to do was, well, I miss that guy. Hey, you know what you get when you cross a rooster and peanut butter? A cock that sticks to the roof of your mouth. I don't know what made me just think of that. I got a few Kennedy jokes tonight, too. Nope, not even the president is safe here tonight. I hope fucking Carnegie Hall don't mind. So, this guy dies, he's looking at the gates of hell, and he sees John Kennedy with an incredibly ugly girl. And the man turns to the devil and asks, why is John Kennedy with this really ugly girl? The devil repeats, well, Jack has done some pretty bad things in his life, and that's his punishment. The guy looks around a little more, and he sees Dick Nixon with a beautiful model. He's stunned, and he says, what's Nixon doing with that model? The devil says, well, that model did some pretty bad things in her life. Hey, did I tell you I put an ad in the paper? Yeah. I put an ad that said, looking for a man with these qualifications. Won't beat me up, won't run away from me, and is great in bed. I got a lot of phone calls about it. The other day I heard a knock on my door, and the guy says, hey, I'm Bob. I have no arms, so I can't beat you. I got no legs, so I won't run away either. And I says, what makes you think you're great in bed? He said, I rang the doorbell, didn't I? I'm glad you guys like that. Because you know, I really don't know how to do anything else. And you know, the fine folks here at Carnegie Hall, sorry, that's fucking Carnegie Hall, said to me when I got here, our orchestra is at your disposal. Orchestra, I said. I brought my own orchestra, thank you, and his name's Tom. So, while we're at it, how about a hand for my orchestra, yeah? Woo! And I gotta tell you, my drummer, ladies and gentlemen, he's been with me since 51. 10 years this guy's been with me. Just got married a couple months ago, and that's true. The other night, he wakes up out of a deep sleep, feeling kind of horny, and nudges his wife and asks, why don't we have sex? What do you say? She says, I have an appointment with the gynecologist tomorrow, and you know I don't like to make love the night before. So my drummer moans and rolls back over and starts going back to sleep. A few minutes later, he nudges his wife and says, hey, you don't any by chance have a dentist appointment tomorrow, do you?
What's the matter, huh?
I tell you, this guy, 150 pounds with 75-pound testicles. I like to say he's half nuts.
You know, you can always talk to me.
His wife's Jewish, you know. He's converting. He told me all about it. He told me about meeting the Orthodox rabbi in the final session. The rabbi asked if he had any final questions, and he says, "Is it true that men and women don't dance together?" "Yes," says the rabbi, "for modesty reasons. Women and men dance separately. So I can't dance with my own wife?" "No." "Well, okay," he says. "What about sex?" "Fine," says the rabbi. "A mitzvah within the marriage." "What about different positions?" he asked. "No problem," says the rabbi. "Woman on top?" "Why not?" says the rabbi. "How about doggy style?" "Of course." "Well, what about standing up?" "No," says the rabbi. "Why not?" he asked. "It could lead to dancing."
Open the door. Tell me what's on your mind, kid.
Oh, I'm getting old, folks. Yes, I am. I'm getting old. I turned 50 this year, and I still don't need glasses. I drink right out of the bottle. In fact, when I read about the evils of drinking, I gave up reading.
Annabelle Salzman, you stop crying right now. I won't have my little girl crying. Now come out of the bathroom. What's the matter, Sugar Plum? You can tell your pop.
But I gotta tell you, things are better than they used to be. When I was a kid, oh boy, I was so ugly, my mother used to feed me with a slingshot. And my mother never breastfed me. She told me she only liked me as a friend. When I was a kid, I asked my dad if I could go ice skating. He said, "Wait till it gets warmer." When I was born, the doctor came out to the waiting room and said to my father, "I'm very sorry. We did everything we could, but she pulled through." Yeah, it was tough, you know. I got kidnapped as a kid. It's true. The kidnapper sent back a piece of my finger to my father. He said he wanted more proof.
Annabelle, open the door. What are you doing? Come on, talk to your pop. That's what I'm here for. Can you hear me, Annabelle?
Hey.
You've been crying. We can't have that.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore, Pop.
What you doing? What you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're doing what you do better than anyone in the world. That's what you're doing.
And what's that?
You make people laugh, Annabelle. Nothing is more important than that, Sugar Plum.
They make fun of me.
They don't.
They do. I'm a fat girl with big boobs that tell stupid jokes, Pop. And I have a dumb name, Annabelle Salzman. You can't be a big star with a name like that. Pop, face it. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a fat girl with big boobs that tell stupid jokes.
Maybe so. Do you want to know something? You're my fat girl with big boobs that tell stupid jokes.
Pop, this is serious. I don't know how to do anything else.
And I think Annabelle Salzman is a great name. Hey, last week I saw my psychiatrist. I told him, "Doc, I keep thinking I'm a dog." He told me to get off his couch. One night last week I came home. I figured, let my wife come to me tonight. Let her make the first move. She went to Florida. One time I went to a massage parlor. It was self-service. You think you got it bad. Yesterday I went to the Grand Canyon and it was closed.
All right, Pop. You're killing me.
Yeah, you see where you get it, huh? And let me tell you something, kid. I ain't half as funny as you. Listen to me. You listening? Now, some people build houses. Some people make jewelry. Some people fight wars. Some people bake bread. For them, life is tough. It's the same old thing every day. You know what you do? You cure the world, Annabelle. You make them all forget what they do for a little while. You make life a little easier for them. You make them all look up at you there on that stage and say to themselves, "I wish I could do that." You're not a fat girl with big boobs, Sugar Plum. You cure the world. You cure the goddamn world.
Thanks, Pop.
And you remember that. Now, you do what you know how to do. You cure the world, and what's more, you do it big. Because, Annabelle, you know what you are? You're the top. At words poetic, I'm so pathetic that I always have found it best, instead of getting them off my chest, to let them rest unexpressed I hate parading my serenading, as I'll probably miss a bar. But if this ditty is not so pretty, at least it'll tell you how great you are. You're the top, you're the Colosseum, you're the top, you're the Louvre Museum. You're a melody from a symphony by Strauss. You're a Bendel bonnet, a Shakespeare sonnet. You're Mickey Mouse. You're the Nile. You're the Tower of Pisa. You're the smile on the Mona Lisa. I'm a worthless check, a total wreck, a flop. But if, baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top. Your words poetic are not pathetic. On the other hand, babe, you shine. And I can feel, after every line, a thrill divine down my spine. Now, gifted humans like Vincent Humans might think that your song is bad. But I've got a notion, I'll second the motion, and this is what I'm going to add.
You're the top. You're the hot spaghetti.
You're the top. You're Napoleon Brandy.
You're the purple light of a summer night in Spain. You're the National Gallery.
You're Garbo Salary.
You're cellophane.
You're sublime.
You're turkey dinner.
You're the time of the Derby winner. I'm a toy balloon that's faded soon to pop. But if, baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top.
You're the top. You're an arrow collar.
You're the top. You're a Coolidge dollar.
You're the nimble tread on the feet of Fred Astaire. You're an O'Neill drummer.
You're Whistler's mama.
You're a Kevin Bear.
You're a rose.
You're Inferno's Dante.
You're the nose of the great Durante. I'm just in a way, as the French would say, to trap. But if, baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top. You're the top. You're a dancing ballet.
You're the top. You're a hot tamale.
You're an angel, you simply too divine.
You're a Botticelli.
You're Keats.
You're Shelley.
You're Ovaltine. You're a boom. You're the dam at Boulder.
You're the moon over Mayweather's shoulder. The nominee or cop.
But if, baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top.
You're the top.
You're a Waldorf salad. You're the top.
You're a Berlin ballad. You're the boats that glide on the sleepy Zuyder Zee.
You're an old Dutch master.
You're Lady Astor.
You're broccoli.
You're romance.
You're the steps of Russia.
You're the pants on a Roxy Usher.
I'm a broken doll, a folderol, a trap. But if, baby, I'm the bottom. But if, baby, I'm the bottom. But if, baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top.
Pop, I just love you. I loved my father. Ah, what a character. Only man ever really loved me. And let me tell you something, and this is for all you gals out there. You find a fella who loves you for who you are, you hold on to him. You know one of the things my pop told me? One of the many things that changed my life? The secret is this. Always remember that comedy is personal. A story about a guy walking into a doctor's office ain't so funny. But a story about you walking into the doctor's office, well, then it starts getting funny. Pop died a long time ago, and there ain't a day that goes by I don't think of him.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, Daddy, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, Daddy, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable
Yeah, come on in. Hiya, Belle-Act I.
Lousy weather, huh?
I don't know, it just got kind of sunny in here.
I'm Eddie. These are for you.
These are beautiful.
You ain't so bad yourself.
All right. You're sweet. You're prettier than me. And you got some class. Now, what are you doing here?
Can a guy say hello?
The knock on the door got you hello. But the compliments and the flowers might get you a white picket fence.
Hey, you're not married or nothing, are you?
I'm the second part. Nothing.
Good.
Good. So what's the deal? You just wanted to say hi?
Barth. That's a funny name.
Yeah, well, it's better than Salzman. Bob was my first husband. He was never nice to me. On our first date, I asked him for a goodnight kiss on the cheek. He bent over. Yeah, let's just say my husband had a temper. He kept yelling at me, "You're an animal, you're an animal." So I pissed in the living room and told him now that's my territory.
Yeah, I've been coming to your show for 2 weeks, Belle. Every night. I finally got the nerve to come backstage and talk.
You don't say.
I do say.
What do you do, Eddie, besides sweep people off the feet?
I'm in the distribution business.
You're a bootlegger.
No, my boss, Louis Lepke, is a bootlegger. I'm in the distribution business.
Louis Lepke.
Do you know him?
Water Incorporated? Who don't know Louis Lepke?
Yeah. I was wondering, maybe you'd like to get something to eat later after your show, maybe.
My last show was at 4 a.m.
Just in time for breakfast.
For me, breakfast is a cigarette and some coffee.
Hey, as long as it's with you, you can have cigarettes in your coffee for all I care.
I got another show in 10 minutes. Sure you want to stick around?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I got no place to be.
You got a favorite song, Eddie the Distributor? I'll sing it for you in the show.
Why don't I sing it to you?
You going on stage with me?
No, I'll sing it to you here. May I have this dance spell? A country dance was being held in a garden. I felt a bump and heard an oh, I beg your pardon. Suddenly I saw polka dots and moonbeams all around a pug-nosed dream. We've been married a year now, Belle. It's time I started bringing in some real money, sweetheart.
What do you mean, real money, Eddie? Don't do nothing stupid. Besides, we do all right.
You know, I've been skimming a little from Lepke for months now. Right off the top, he don't even miss it.
Eddie, you don't want to fool around with a guy like that. You ain't a fighter, you ain't a killer. He is.
I'm just gonna bump it up a little. In another year, we'll have enough to set ourselves up for good.
Eddie, you gotta be careful.
The music started, and was I the perplexed one? I held my breath and said, may I have the next one? In my frightened arms, polka dots and moonbeams sparkled on a pug-nosed dream.
There were questions in the eyes of other dancers as we floated over the floor. There were questions, but my heart knew all the answers, and perhaps a few things more.
Listen, baby, I gotta go away for a little while. It's okay, though. Don't worry about it.
Eddie, tell me what's going on. Is Louis on to you?
And just sit tight, baby. I'll be back in no time at all. It's okay. I love you.
And I love you.
Now in a cottage filled with lilacs and laughter, I know the meaning of the words ever after, and I'll always see polka dots and moonbeams when I kiss the pug-nosed dream. When I kiss the pug-nosed dream.
I tell you, I'm starting to think that men don't really like me. I'm with my boyfriend the other night. I fell asleep with a cigarette in my hand. He lit it. One time I told my ex-husband, Eddie, honey, I really love you. He said, if you really loved me, you wouldn't ask me to do that. Wait, I got the joke wrong. I missed a line. I mean, yeah. My doctor, my doctor. He told me, what did he tell me? He told me to watch my drinking. Now I drink in front of a mirror. I gotta tell you, I'm a bad drinker. I got loaded one night, and, the next morning I'm in front of a judge. He says, you're here for drinking. I said, great, Your Honor. Let's get started. Yeah, okay. Yeah. A month went by. Nothing. No word from Eddie. And then one night I got a telegram. Dear Mrs. Both, stop. Has been found in lake. Stop. Sorry to tell you he's dead. Stop. 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 So, I decided to pay a visit to Mr. Louis Lepke of Murder Incorporated.
Mrs. Barth, I'm a big fan. To what do I owe this?
Cut the shit, Louie. You had my Eddie back. Don't sit there and act all nicey nice with me.
Mrs. Barth, I'm a businessman. I don't have people bagged, as you say.
You're a liar. You're a killer and a thief and a liar. But you know what? I got a stage. And I got a podium. And people are going to know who you are, because I'm going to tell them every fucking night. How do you think that'll play in the papers?
That could get a funny lady like you killed.
You think I care? You already killed me. You killed me when you killed Eddie, you big bag of shit.
Let me ask you a question. If you were me, what would you have done? A man comes into your house. He steals your money. He betrays your trust. He fucks your livelihood. He disrespects you. What would you have done, Mrs. Barth?
I wouldn't have killed him. I wouldn't have killed him. Not when he was all that I had.
I understand. I am sorry for your loss. I liked Eddie. I really did. Let me offer you a business arrangement. I won't apologize to you, but I'll owe you. I'll owe you. You just tell me when. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Now, be smart. Go back to your stage, be funny, make people forget their troubles for a little while. That's what you do best. Good day, Mrs. Barth.
There were questions in the eyes of other dancers as we floated on the floor. There were questions, but my heart knew all the answers, and perhaps a few things more.
You are beautiful. I mean that. Really beautiful.
After God created Adam, he noticed he looked very lonely. So he decided to help. He said, Adam, I've decided to make you a woman. She'll love you and cook for you, be sweet to you, and understand you. And Adam said, great. How much are going to cost me? The answer came back, an arm and a leg. Well, said Adam, what can I get for a rib? Men. Oh boy, have I had it with men. I took my last name Boss from my second husband.
Hey, kid, it's not like you got any other better offers on the table, huh? It's not like you're 25 anymore, huh?
Our first night together, after the wedding, I changed in the hotel. I came out all showered and wearing a beautiful new robe, and he said, Belle, we're married now. You can open your robe. So what? I'm a newlywed. So I open my robe, and he says, Belle, you're so beautiful. Let me take your picture. I said, what, my picture? He says, yes, so I can carry your beauty next to my heart forever. Then he heads into the bathroom to shower, and he comes out wearing his robe. I said, okay, my turn. So he opened his robe, and I said, oh my, I gotta get a picture of this. And he says, to carry next to your heart? I said, no, to get it enlarged.
Hey, I come home, this place is a fucking pigsty. You're out till 4 in the morning doing your little whatever it is in a fucking bar or whatever. Marrying you was the stupidest thing I ever did.
Yeah, my husband and I. We were happy for 20 years. Then we met. Seriously, though, we had a very bad match. I remember I was so depressed I was going to jump out a window on the 10th floor. They sent up a rabbi to talk to me. He said, on your mark.
I'm gonna tell you something. I hate it when you touch me. I mean it. I fucking hate it. Makes my skin crawl. Do me a favor, would you? Stay the hell away from me. And don't fucking embarrass me with your stupid jokes around my friends. You disgust me, Belle. Honestly, you do.
It's true. My husband made me join a bridge club. I jump off next Thursday. I went to see my doctor. I told him, Doctor, every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, I feel like throwing up. What's wrong with me? He said, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect.
Want a fucking divorce? I'll give you your fucking divorce. Cause I found me a real woman, not a fat slob, a foul-mouthed bitch like you. So go get a judge, Belle. Go ahead and take this with you.
So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody goody. So you met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody goody. So you gave her your heart too, just as I gave mine to you, and she broke it in little pieces. Now how do you do? So you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody goody. So you think that love's a bale of dynamite. Well, hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to ya. Goody goody for her, goody goody for me, and I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody goody. So you met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody goody. So you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you, and she broke it in little pieces. Now how do you do? So you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody goody. So you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Well, hooray and hallelujah, cause you had it coming to ya. Goody goody for her, goody goody for me. Your love has been denied, you've been taken on a ride, and I hope you're satisfied, you bastard, you.
I got a fucking lawyer, and I got a fucking judge, and I got my fucking divorce. And I'll tell you something else. Well, I'm out all night till 4 in the morning doing what I do in a little fucking bar. I meet some pretty interesting fucking people. You ever touch me again? You'll be on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean wearing cement fucking shoes feeding the fucking fish. One call. That's all it'll take. I got a favor owed me. Oh, and one last thing. You want to know what's going to be on your fucking tombstone? Not your name, no. It's going to say, here lies Belle Boss ex-husband. Now take that to the bank, you son of a bitch!
He won't bother you no more. He won't bother anybody. We're even.
You want to hear something funny? These uptight prigs here at Carnegie Hall wanted me to do a different act. A different act. It's true. They said I was too dirty for fucking Carnegie Hall. You know what I said?
Mrs. Barth, I frankly don't care how many albums you've sold. I was never in favor of this endeavor in the first place. Yes, this is a midnight show, but even then, we have a certain decorum to meet here at the Carnegie. As you can see, there are police officers waiting in the wings. See, look over there. Do you want to be carted off in handcuffs in front of an entire audience?
And do you want a riot? Because that's exactly what you'll have.
Mrs. Barth, I understand your mother is in attendance this evening.
Yeah, so?
Do you really want her to see you hauled off the stage like a common criminal? And while we're at it, please keep the Yiddish to a minimum. There are places for that sort of thing, and Carnegie Hall is not one of them.
Let me tell you something about my mother. She had morning sickness after I was born. When I was born, my mother took one look at my face, turned me over, and said, look, twins. So, no, I don't think she'll mind.
Well, you leave me no choice but to cancel the engagement. Either that or use different material. Clean material. Family material.
Listen, pal, it's midnight. How many families do you think there are out there? And another thing, I can't do what you're asking even if I wanted to. This is all I know how to do.
Be that as it may.
Listen, Jeeves, I'm making a point never to get into fistfights with ugly people.
What, pray tell, does that mean?
It means, now get the fuck out of my way and let me make these people happy, you schmuck. Besides, didn't you hear? I gotta cure the world, pal! I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river. Come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and won't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny. We're in or we're out of the money. But I'm with you all